Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more DragonAge Inquisition with your favorite captain, Captain John. We're going to leap, jump, and conversate. We are going to leap, jump, and dive back into our adventure. We are just back off of the Saving Empress Celine mission. Now we're going to go talk to some of our peoples, peopleses, and see how they're doing. Yo, Blackwall.
Someone I knew once described Adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be.
Indeed.
I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped it.
We stopped him. We saved most of the wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good.
True.
There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Well, we can still try, right?
At the end of the day, I guess all we can do is try. And hope for the best.
You're right. What matters is that we never give up. Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Finally, a place for the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
Blackwall. Very serious.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
All you had to ask was do, bro. All you had to do was that. There you go. Thank you. I've already had a couple sips of a drink myself. So sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up.
That's not good.
Do you know what I did?
We saved it?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You were a child.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself.
Not true.
Could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
You're right. Just like how my eyes are closed right now. But your eyes aren't shut.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws.
For real.
You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe.
And like we all are.
Of course you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy. The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done. Don't you see? It's not just about what happened back then. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Damn. I'm sorry, man. Blackwall. Homie, what happened? Where you at, dog? You a messenger?
The spy master has confirmed it.
Excuse
Blackwall
me.
is gone.
What the wrong pipe? Wrong pipe. Gone where? Gone where?
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
Yeah.
She doesn't know everything yet. Sister Leliana had searched the waters.
Excuse me, guys. I'm so
Not
sorry.
much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
To the execution. Bink. 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 It's loading. No, it's not. What's going on here on this rainy day?
Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais.
Ooh.
For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers.
A lot of deaths.
You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Guess not.
Who's this man to Blackwall? A brother? A friend?
Poor bastard. So, where's food? Polynesians always
I
stop.
fucking love you, Sarah.
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead,
Oh, shit.
and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I
Whoa.
am Tom Rainier.
Tom Rainier. You're brave to just come up forward and say that shit. Like, for real.
There is no doubt.
I don't have a concern about this, Corypheus.
And when it all cleared, she was still in charge. So what was the point?
Sir?
You wouldn't know.
The prison of El Arroyo. Let's go talk to my homie, who just did some wild, courageous shit.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed.
Damn.
I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
Indeed. What you did was brave.
You saved that man. That took courage.
Courage? I killed innocent people. Destroyed Mornay's life and the lives of others like him. One moment of courage will not make up for that. Why are you here?
It's up to you, man.
That depends on what you say.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
You're more than that.
I know you're more than what you say. Have some faith in yourself.
I guess that's that.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
Hit me with the summarization.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army.
Whoa.
Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters.
Interesting.
He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
Thank you, Colin.
This is helpful, or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
Get him out.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Let's do that. All right then. World map. Yeah, back to Skyhold. Let's do it. Yo, Verk.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
It's a pleasure.
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Ancestors, you're tall. If this Inquisitor gig doesn't work out, you could make a killing getting things off high shelves.
Sounds fun.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a deep roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
We'll shut it down.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Ooh.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Got you, homie.
We're at the center of everything.
Hello, Josephine.
How blessing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port.
Really?
But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
Doesn't sound boring.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
They've already begun composing songs about it in Val Royale, no doubt. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage.
Indeed.
It's disturbing. So few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
Yeah, that surprised me.
You'd think the game's greatest players would spot a murderer in their midst.
As I said, insularity. Familiar rivals become the only ones worth sparring with. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
I don't know. I think our dance was the best part.
My favorite moment of the evening is still our waltz in the garden.
I could have danced with you for hours. We must do it again sometime.
Of course. Can't wait. Talk to you soon, Josephine. We move on to the war room to order the advisors to find a way to release Rainier from prison. Rawr.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
Yep.
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons.
Gang, gang.
With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Let's hope for deserters then.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
We'll keep them there.
They've terrorized Thetis long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one.
Morgan?
Fortunately, I can assist.
Can't hurt.
I'll ignore that you wandered in without knocking. You have my attention.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
Tis best if I show you.
Intriguing. Intriguing indeed.
This is an Illuvian.
What's that?
An elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
Okay, it's beautiful, but what is it?
It's beautiful in its way.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
That's probably bad.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Oh, so it's a portal. Ooh, pretty.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
That sucks.
I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
It's incredible.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled.
So it's sort of a way station for portals.
As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
So Corypheus wants this.
Corypheus wants to come here?
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barrier.
Oh, that's bad.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Intriguing. Well, let's go deal with all my peepuses side missions first. Like Rainier. And then we'll continue with that story beat. Open. Summon thy war council. Oop, hit my mic. Oopsie daisy. Oh, now Morgan hangs out with us too. Missing stickers. Amulet for Cole. Let's see. Oh wait, Rainier. That's right. I almost forgot. Rainier's release an alternative. Let's get that done.
Inquisitor.
Reconciliation for Selene and Michelle. 2 hours. Damn. Fuck it. Do it.
Inquisitor.
Investigate Elven ruins.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Aid those impacted by the Civil War.
At your service.
Cool. Now we give the amulet to Cole. And then we find the tomb. The tomb for who? Open this. Yo, Solus, everything good?
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
Glad you liked it.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation. And motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Selene should now be still, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
Is Briala's fate a problem?
Am I sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala?
No. Why would I disapprove of... I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who then?
Who do you have much in common?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Still want to help him.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for our Legion elves.
Yeah.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start.
Okay.
It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
You're a real one, Solus. Yo, Dorian.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace.
Yeah.
You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Happy I could help.
Happy to oblige. A taste of home, just for you.
Not just for me. Fun for the whole family.
Ooh.
Perhaps I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts.
Hell yeah.
I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. Fascinating.
Sounds fun.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
I'll keep that in mind. Yo, Liliana.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes?
Yes.
The explosion at Haven, Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She saved me.
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? anything at all. Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, but no.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
I disagree. I don't think you failed there at all.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
What do you want?
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
I'll help if I can.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
That's fair enough. Anything else?
Message from Divine Justine.
You alright?
That's a shock. You're alright reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am.
I'm glad.
This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Well, whatever you need.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Alrighty. See you soon. We leap. Nope. Leap. Open. Okay. Now, yes, let's head back to the war room. But Link, how's it going, Josephine?
I was hoping you'd be fine. We've received letters about Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Navarra. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
Then we've impressed them.
Then the Inquisition's deeds have won their respect.
They'd never have contacted us otherwise. Archon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a venatory cult on the Navarran-Tevinter border. King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Navarra instead of Tevinter.
We'll help Navarra.
Inform King Marcus the Inquisition will wipe the Venatori from his borders.
Very well. It will be done.
Rainer's release. Unmask those across the sea. 3 hours. Ugh. Name of our enemy. 5 hours? Jesus. Fine, but it's because I want to find out the name. That is actually wild. Now we judge Rainier. Open. 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 Now we go sit in our dragon's maw chair.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes?
Yes.
The decision of what to do with him is yours.
I hate to see you like this, Blackwall.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. Using your ties to the underworld to free me. You're a criminal, same as me. The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
I had no choice.
I wish there'd been another way, but my options were limited.
You could have left me there.
I didn't want to.
I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
You're free, if you atone.
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as simple as that.
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man you are, not the traitor you thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
Yeah.
The man I am. I barely know him. But I have a lot to make up for.
Exactly. Why I'm giving you the chance.
If my future is mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition. My sword is yours. If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your post, Tom Rainier.
You'll always be my friend, man. No matter what your name is. Let's take another seat. Suhu, we got a judge now.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and... Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian.
Okay.
Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
She's dead.
Are you serious? I did my part. She's dead.
Literally.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
Community service.
I call for rehabilitation. The Skull should do public theater about the evils of evil.
Hell yeah.
I also judge the box. End table for orphans.
Hell yeah.
That's quite enough, Inquisitor. Point taken.
That's wild, dog. That is actually wild. Duchess in a Box tour. I fucking love this game. Yo, Cassandra.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra?
Yeah.
The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
Having fun?
The fun never ends in Skyhold, does it?
The Inquisitor was a funny kunai.
Damn.
That's what they'll say one day.
I hope so.
Watch. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
So, refuse.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
I mean, the Chantry has failed.
The Chantry has failed, Cassandra.
I wonder if the legions of faithful throughout Thedas would agree with you. Did you know Varric is Andrastian?
No.
Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Well, a new crusade for you?
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Cool. We've got an amulet for you. What's good, Bull?
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess.
Yeah, it was.
At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
That's very fair.
I hate politics.
For real, though.
You've got a crappy job then, boss.
I know. I know.
You happier with the champion off with the wardens? I'll keep an eye out.
Yo, Sarah.
One for the Empress, for Gaspar, Briala, the Duchess, and Corypheus.
Oh.
Right in the dangle
Corypheus. Corypheus.
Well,
right in the dangle
stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot.
Hell yeah.
A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a book for the throne. A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
Earwigs.
I don't know. Want to stop a party, I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats.
Hell yeah.
You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress.
I guess that's fair.
That and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
I mean, their mistakes did make it worse.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Yeah.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky.
Good point.
That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
That's real. My guy. Cool. Here's your amulet.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
Just like the masks.
What did you think of the masks?
What masks?
The masks. Everyone had them on their faces.
Those weren't their faces.
No, but here's your amulet.
I found the amulet Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp.
Becomes sharp.
What do I do with it?
You found one of the amulets. Excellent. May I? It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
Alright, if Cole is sure.
Are you ready, Cole?
They can't make me a monster.
What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
Maybe Varric's right.
Solus, is it possible that the amulet doesn't work on Cole because he's too human?
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
And that is where we're going to end this one, you guys. Hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and or night. And I will see you all in the next video. Captain John, signing off.